And I'll invite the eulogists to come forward. Don and Trina.
Okay, we're going to start with just a little sip because we have to. And Uncle Bob would appreciate that. So it is exactly what he would want us to do. My mug's this big. Cheers. And every time we start to cry, we'll have another one.
This was a lot easier when I locked myself in my bedroom. Good afternoon. We are honored to have been asked to deliver this eulogy on behalf of the family. Uncle Bob holds a special place in both of our hearts. We hope we do him justice. Robert Samuel Cole was born February 27th, 1939. He was the 10th child of 12 siblings, was raised on a family farm west of Edam. He attended Poplardale School until grade 9, at which point he traded in his pencil for a fork. He farmed alongside his dad for several years until traveling to Alberta, where he spent winters packing ice houses. He eventually made his way back home to Edam and found work at Foster's Services. This was a local John Deere dealership. It was there that Uncle Bob would learn a great deal about mechanics. In 1960, he would marry the local school teacher, Betty Lou Lawrence from Turtleford. They had 3 children, Marina, Glenn, and Randy. Together, in 1966, they purchased a local fuel company and created a thriving business they could both be proud of. Unfortunately, Auntie Betty passed away suddenly in 1970, turning Uncle Bob's world upside down. For the next few years, he managed to maintain a successful business and raised his children the best he knew how. As it would turn out, Uncle Bob had a thing for Turtleford girls, and in 73, he married Elaine Gordon. Elaine had one daughter, Twyla, that Uncle Bob raised as a daughter of his own. In 1980, Bob and Elaine would also add son Terrell to the mix. Through the many years that Uncle Bob was in the fuel business, the company would transition from Ultralight to Gulf Limited and eventually Petro-Canada. With all the changes occurring, he created his own company known as Cole Petroleum. He and Cole Petroleum were widely known to many in and around the surrounding communities. He sold his fuel company in 1998 after 32 years of business. For several years as a hobby, Uncle Bob dabbled in honeybees. In '85, his hobby transpired into a business opportunity as he purchased the Honey Apiary in Cavalier. It was soon to be known as Bob B's Honey Farm. It became a thriving business for him where he ran upwards of 400 hives. Aside from babysitting Terrell, it was at the honey farm where I really got to know my Uncle Bob. He was a great man. Bear with me. A man of few words, extreme patience, and always delayed responses. I recall Kevin came daily on the two-way radio to see if he wanted us to knock down hives in a particular yard. It went something like this. Bob, you buy? Yeah, what do you need? Do you want us to go knock down that yard at Suchuk's? That silence ensued for about 2 hours, in which we would headed to Suchuk's, knocked down the hives, headed back to the honey house, unloaded the supers, to hear